Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. First off, I'm going to go into why I think this may be the most important video of the rest of 2020. This could be one of the biggest trades you make this year. This is a super important video. I cannot stress this enough. I'm actually putting this out at freaking 4 a.m. because I was looking through charts and I came across something pretty special. But first off, I want to talk about a few different things, okay? The stock that I'm particularly looking at right now is Tesla, and there's a reason why, okay? And I'm not going to go off on a tangent on why I think Tesla is XYZ. I'm going to go into specific facts why I think it's very possible that we could see a very high push-up within the next couple days in the market, and what you can do right now to position yourself to make a 15, 20, 25, 35, even maybe a 40% gain here very quickly. Okay, so first off, let's break into some information. Tesla actually just got announced that they were going to be placed into what's called the S&P 500. The S&P 500 makes up the largest 500 companies in the United States, and every single year, that's what people, normal average people, invest in, okay, in their retirement portfolios, etc. Okay, there is actually about $11 trillion of income at any given time in the S&P 500. Okay, now right now, if you're getting some information out of this, just go ahead, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to continue here. So first off, let's break this down, okay? They just entered this. What does this mean, okay? Well, from right now, you have the opportunity to invest in Tesla if you want to, and you have the opportunity to not if you don't want to, right? Well, in an S&P 500 index fund, you no longer have that opportunity, okay? When you buy an S&P 500 index fund, you also buy a percentage of Tesla stock, okay? And that percentage, because of the market caps and how big Tesla is being added, the percentages end up being around 1.5%. Okay, I did the math on it, and it's anywhere between, I believe it was somewhere around $70 billion. Okay, so looking at, let me just double check that really quick. Okay, so we're looking at like, yeah, we're looking at like 170 billion. Okay, that's probably a little high in my opinion. I was looking this up earlier, maybe my math's off, but regardless, we have probably about $100 billion worth of total capital moving into Tesla within the next few weeks. Okay, now normally in historical background, that doesn't make a difference in the price of the stock. Okay, it'll fluctuate short term, it'll come up because of the hype, the excitement, but eventually, usually, the stock ends up within a month or two end up being exactly the same price as it was before it got that induction into the S&P 500, that big, boost. But Stanley Morgan also just did a price raise on Tesla to 540 from their previous price somewhere in the 400s. Okay, this is huge. Okay, so they just got this. They got the S&P 500 news. They just announced more news on battery. They announced more news on hiring people for production, for increasing productions. Like they launched a lot of news today, all in one day. And in history, Tesla has been known to do very well for about anywhere between 7 and 14 day cycles. Okay, well, right now we're literally just on the second day, and it's very likely that based on past scenarios, we could see Tesla spike for the next several days. Now, here's why I think this is so important. Okay, so Tesla forever was sitting around like a 440 price range if you look at it. Okay, yeah, about a 440. Okay, so it just hovering between 450 and all the way down to 430, just kind of that 440 range. Okay, and it was just kind of stagnant. It was staying there. And I didn't really think much of the chart because I was looking at the 3-month chart, the 1-month chart, and the 1-week chart. And I was trying to analyze this stock um, for a possible buy. Well, I ended up selling yesterday a portion of my stock, of my shares that I had. I believe it was 8 shares. No, would have been 9, almost 10 shares. I ended up selling like 30% of what I own. And I ended up selling that off. And after analyzing this chart more, I started to really start to see something, and it may excite you. But here, let's bring this back down to earth. So now, since we're seeing this, because they're joining the S&P 500, we are going to see an influx of funds to Tesla. Okay. Now, since it was sitting at this 440 level, forever, it is very likely that, in my opinion, this will add at least 50, maybe even 60 or $70 worth of market cap just being added to the S&P 500. Statistically, usually they see a little bit of a pullback, but to be honest, I really don't think that's going to be the case with Tesla. I think it's probably going to keep most of the capital that ends up being put into it from ETFs and the S&P 500, for example. I really think that they're going to keep a lot of that momentum. But as I said, I started analyzing this stock, and we actually, by the time I post this video, this might be too late. I'm really hoping it's not, and I'm really hoping that this video can reach you first. Okay? But I started analyzing this chart on the 1-year level. I'm going to pop up a picture of it right now. Okay? Now, on this 1-year level, what you're going to do is you're going to see the chart. Okay, you're going to see Tesla's chart for the last year, and every single time Tesla has a run up, you're going to see what's almost like a double top, but you're going to see a continuation of that double top. Okay, and you're going to see that continuation usually spike afterwards. Okay, and I'm looking at these patterns, and every single time it has that same consolidation pattern where it drops down a little bit, drops down, hits a point of resistance, and it just spikes through the roof. And it's very possible that we just hit that point of resistance. It is very, very possible. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you something else that I think you're going to find pretty interesting. So I was looking at this chart over and over and over, and I used to trade Forex quite a bit, so I'm very familiar with patterns. I don't know what all the patterns are. I couldn't tell you exactly what the name of every single pattern is, but I can tell you for a fact that I'm very familiar with a lot of patterns in Forex, a lot of patterns in trading, because I have made quite a bit of money in the market. Okay, I don't like to talk about numbers. Someday I will reveal that number to you. Okay, but so let's really break down this chart. So we're looking at consolidation. Consolidation comes to a point, pops up. So one of the first things I did was I typed in and I Google searched a breakout pattern. Okay, I'm going to pop another picture up on the screen right now. Okay, right now you should be able to see another picture on your screen, and what you're going to see is this parabolic breakout pattern. I think I said anabolic. I'm tired, guys. But you're going to see this parabolic breakout pattern, and basically what it is it's a triangle pattern that forms in the chart. Okay, a triangle pattern forms, and it comes down to a point of consolidation where a stock finally has enough and it shoots through the roof. Okay, and this is called a parabolic breakout, and normally you want to enter somewhere within the symmetrical triangle in the breakout. Okay, now, well, right before the breakout, I'll put it that way. So now I'm going to show you the Tesla chart, the 1 year, and I'm going to show you this parabolic breakout pattern side by side. As you can see, the breakout pattern, this breakout pattern in particularly, is almost exactly what we're looking at when we see Tesla's current chart. And in history, okay, parabolic breakout patterns end up usually returning a lot, okay? Usually it is a very large breakout. Usually we see quite a bit of growth here. In my opinion, we could see anywhere from like a 20% gain to a 40% gain over previous highs. Okay, and I know like you think, okay, Tesla's high, but I had it explained to me the other day where it made a little bit more sense. Okay, right now we're looking at Tesla and we're like, okay, it's up here, right? Because the chart's up here, right? But if you look at where they are production wise and where the company is actually probably only down here. Okay, meaning we have this entire curve yet to go, but because it is such a revolutionary company and a revolutionary idea, the conceptualization of where we are actually in the current state of the company seems like it should be higher, but it really isn't. Okay, now I don't know if it will actually sustain this price long term. I really don't. Okay, I do know almost for a fact that it shouldn't drop below like the previous 440, 450, 470 level. I don't believe it will. Okay, especially when we start seeing some of that ETF money come in from all the mutual funds and the S&P 500 index funds. But I'm telling you, I saw this. I saw this breakout pattern, and I'm sitting there and I'm analyzing this chart, and I'm looking at it. And I see it happen like a couple different times, and I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize this pattern. And I'm sitting there trying to remember what it is, and I just decided, out of curiosity, let's Google breakout patterns. And one of the first breakout patterns that came up was a parabolic breakout pattern, and it looks exactly, almost, literally, almost textbook what Tesla looks right now. And that's why this may be literally one of the most important videos that you see this year. I will probably be placing a fairly large trade in Tesla tomorrow at some points, assuming I can get a good entry. This, in my opinion, is something that you need to really take seriously right now. I will probably post this video sometime in the morning. It will probably be scheduled so you can see it immediately. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I don't have a lot more to go into. If you did get some value out of this, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. It really makes a difference in who gets to see our videos and the algorithm, and I'd really appreciate that. It makes a big difference in, to be honest, our entire YouTube channel. So please do that for us. That's the only thing we ask. And as I said, I'm up at 4 a.m. making this video for you because I saw this, and instantly I'm like, you need to see this. Like, this is a really big deal, okay? If this breakout happens, we could see minimum a 20 to 30% breakout over previous highs. And previous highs are sitting at 500, okay? This could be a very, very large run-up, and you really don't want to miss this. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time.